Hey guys, Gail here. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate your time. I've got a quick project share. A friend of mine that I met on a kind of like scavenger hunt. It was so cute. She was in Joann's with her husband, and they were knee deep in the clearance, just digging through there. And I'm like, what are you guys looking for? And she told me, so I joined in on the hunt, and we were able to find what she was looking for, which were the Heidi Swap Memdex things. Little did I know I would have looked for some myself. But anyway, I digress. So we've been friends ever since all these years. We mostly communicate on, uh, the internet, but we still stay in touch. But so she knows that I am away from home right now and away from um, my craft room, aka my own miniature craft store. And she was sweet enough to send me some supplies here, even including a little small embossing machine. So that was just so, I was so touched that I said I had to make her something handmade to reciprocate. So now that that long story's out the way, let me show you what I made. So recently, let me back up. She said that she was into cutesy. I don't have a lot of cutesy in my stash, but I'm working on some other items that I will prepare in another video. That's cutesy. She said she likes anything cutesy. So in my mind, this damask love paper pad is cutesy. It's fun. We're about to enter summertime. It says fun in the sun. Anyway, I bought that recently along with the ephemera pack. And so I created this, I like to recycle for my packaging. So this is one of those Dollar Tree veneer boxes. And I just embellished it. And I gave her a surprise in every box. They're either a handmade goodie or something for her to make herself, like a dangle or something she can embellish further herself. I just attached the ephemera at one point. So like this is just attached over there. This is just attached at the bottom because I wanted to make it easy for her to get into the boxes. Like she's only attached down this line. And this is only attached over here. So she'll be able to get to these things pretty easily. So this is all the ephemera from that Damask Love, with the exception of this is a thicker that she sent me from a Maggie Holmes set. So in my imagination, this is her on the beach having it her way. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is I recycled some packaging. So I'm sure you guys all have boxes like this somewhere from some jewelry gift or something. So I made it into a suitcase by cutting the top. So you just cut the top in the corner right there. Then this becomes a flap, and you glue that flap to here, and then your suitcase opens up. So I created a suitcase from that paper pad. And in my mind, this is me and Josie at the beach having a good time. See if I can back. There we go. So I did some clusters. These are ephemera. These are those stickers from an old thing. This is part of the ephemera. I just popped it up. If you can see, again, the clusters that I love to do. Come on, focus. Anyway, you get the idea. And there's my lovely friend Josie. This is ephemera from a Buenos Dias thing. And these are just some beads I got from Michael's. And a black doily in the back. I think that black makes all these pastels really pop, and I always use black with my pastels. Not really a pastel girl, but I like to make people what they like, so that's my way to be able to still enjoy it. So I made some of those paper tassels, and to hide the ugly part, I just put a bead cap on top of it and just bent it around it. Then I just put a couple beads above that. I'm sorry, I'm horrible at this. So it's just a sequin and a seed bead and a faceted bead from Michael's. Then, since this is beach theme, I gave her some little sandals charm. And then this is just a handmade with love charm. And, oh, got some paint under my nails. Oh, that's disgusting. Anyway, forgive me, I digress. And then this is a miniature little tassel. I put that all on one of those, forget what these pins are called. These are just some brads to make it look like the handle is attached to the suitcase. What else did I do? Oh, I did my usual inking. So I lined it all with my black pen, and then I think that was a .03, and then I highlighted with a white marker just to give the sticker some dimension. I put a flower in each one of our hair, but it just gives it so much life. So you can kind of think of, this is what the sticker looked like before, but this is what it looks like now. So it doesn't look like it's just stuck on there. It looks like it's a part of the whole design. But anyway, I digress. So here is the faux closure or opening. It's just, what do you call it? Velcro. This is the inside of my suitcase. I lined the that box with just some paper from the pad. I put another ephemera, popped another ephemera piece up, put a little butterfly sticker in the same color. Who is that from? I'm not sure. I think that is from Hobby Lobby, one of those puffy little Easter sticker kits. And then this is my fun shred. Love all the vibrant, beautiful colors in that. Even if you don't have all the colors, if you use something in the same family, it works. Because I didn't have any of that dark green. I used light green. And to me, it does the same thing. Okay, so her goodies in the suitcase. I'll start with this. So originally, I was just going to send a rack that fit in one of these boxes. These boxes that have the 2 sprays for mixed media. They are from Dollar Tree. And I just, embellished it. But I decided I wanted to give her a little more. So I started with one of those as her gifts. These are just ephemera from the paper pad as well. I just popped up the little floating, what is that, a flamingo? I cut this out on regular cardstock just so he didn't look like he was just in the air. That's him on his little pool of water. I put this tinsel down here just for, give it a little pizzazz. Let's see, wait. This is part of this sticker. So there's just 2 ephemera pieces here. And I put some of those stars around. I can't see behind the camera there. A couple places. And I attached it all on this, what do you call it? Ribbon with a Velcro dot so that they can reuse this if she's so inclined. But like I said, this is just one of those clear boxes from the Dollar Tree packaging. So inside here, I have gifted her a couple of things. Okay. You guys know that I am a fan of keeping your scraps until you're finished with the project. So these were the rejects for something that I'll show you a little later. But since her name is unique, I figured she wouldn't see it in spelling very often, so I'm giving those to her. And I just added a couple of those same stickers to this holographic paper just to give it some pizzazz. Then I made her some, she's a planner girl. So I made her some tiny. I love tiny. Did I say I love? I mean, I love tiny. But anyway, so this is my depiction of she and her husband, wishing only happiness for them. They're so cute together, guys. It was so funny to see them diving. And then I made a couple of clear tags just on some of that acetate. And I just use stuff that would make it pretty. It could be as pretty on the front and the back because you'll see it through there. Anyway, that's one of the tags there. And this is the other tag. And I just use some of those confetti hearts and this word love that I have bedazzled. And that's on another clear tag. Oh yeah, I put just some embroidery floss on the thing, and then I put some pom-poms on the ends. And on this one, I did embroidery floss of a different color. I think this is that Dollar Tree floss. And then I just put some seed beads on the end there. Forgive my dirty hands, guys. I have been creating like crazy. But anyway, I had to take time out to show you before I can mail it. And then this is a miniature bag topper that she can just use. It says Summer Vibes. So that's the other thing. And since she said cutesy, if you follow my channel, you know that I made these a while ago. And these are some page flags that are very whimsical and cutesy. So this is a little baby unicorn. These are buttons that I just cut the shank off the back and then just glued them to these page flags you can get from Dollar Tree. There's a pack of rainbow colored of them. And then I just put a bunch of miniature stuff on here. Let's see if I can. Like that right there is just probably from, you know what that is? You know when you get your lemons and limes and you get that mesh? I kept one of them just so I could use it for filler. And these flowers are handmade by me. They're just, I punched them out on a little miniature punch, and then I put whatever I want in the center. So, and if they look a little flimsy, some of them, I punch out of, what do you call that stuff? Oh gosh, Post-it notes. The multicolored Post-it notes, I punch out of that and then just put something in the center. And it makes a really good flower. Cardstock sometimes is a bit too much. Oh, I'm sorry. I made this bow, this teeny bow, and I put a sequin and a flat back for the center. And that's another page clip. And last but not least, I'm not sure if you follow my channel, you may have seen these around Valentine's. Sorry, the sticky is in the wrong place. Around Valentine's, I made these little miniature embellishments. So I decided to change them into page flags. And I just put a paper clip on the back. And that turned it into a page flag. So we have a balloon, a heart-shaped balloon, a vending machine, and a gumball machine. Those are versatile any time of year. You can use them any time of year. So those things, I won't bore you with putting them back in here, but those are all the things that were packaged in here. And then over on this side, I was in a swap a few months ago with Poochie Tats, a Halloween swap, and a beautiful artist by the name of Craft by Quita made these gorgeous rosettes. Quita, we need to know if you have a tutorial, because when I say that they are impeccable, they were perfectly made. And I just put a ephemera piece on top, and that's just the embellishment for this. So I created a card for her and a card to share. So remember those rejects I told you about? They were, cuts that didn't work for the sizing for this. So I gave them to her rather than tossing them out. I meant to do a shaker, but forgot. So this is my ode to shaker. So these are all the things that I would have put in her shaker. And I just glued them to the outside. I figured she could display this in her craft room, and it doesn't have a very big footprint because, we have a lot of friends. And then on the inside, I made her a personalized banner with her name on it. And I just alternated between the little bitty flowers that I created, just punched them out, and the hearts. Those hearts I cut out on my Cricut. They were really, sometimes you cut something out and it has a little heart with it, and you're like, what is it? I mean, I'm not using that. Well, anyway, I don't throw that stuff away. I'm a hoarder when it comes to crafting. So those little things come in handy when you need a little filler. So I just attached it to her card. It's easily removable. I just put a little slit there and there so it could stay. On her ends, I finished it with a sequin and a little hot glue. That's her card. And then the card that she can share or use for her own good is this one. I just used the cut aparts from the paper pad and just embellished it. This is a punch. This is a bedazzled butterfly that I cut out on my Cricut, and then I just embellished one wing. I sewed a little button on here. This is a cutout butterfly, and I added some flowers just to make that area pop. And it's empty on the inside, and it just has my little label on the back, and that's that. I gave her, as I showed you all, I made this tassel right here. So I gave her the components to make her own tassels in here. Again, I just used a ephemera piece and 2 punched flowers and a heart from what she gave me, Maggie Holmes' heart. And so these are the pieces that she can make her own. And I gave her an example. So I just used one of those bead caps so that the top, the raw paper edge doesn't show. And then you can use whatever beads you want to. Thank you, Poochie, for teaching us how to do that roll down. I apologize. I forget who you said did it. Maybe Bona? I'm sorry, ladies. Anyway, some extra beads, some extra, the sticks for it. There's even another one in there that started for her so she can finish it. Also, I sent her one of these. This is just a bag topper I made from some trim from Hobby Lobby, some flat back pearls. This is that Dollar Tree trim. I just cut one of them off and put a flower on it. This is just a punched out piece of that gold Michaels paper. And I got hacked or something, I think, because I can't upload to Instagram anymore. And I made these for Easter. These are just page flags. Unfortunately, I didn't do the packaging right, so I can't take it out and show you guys. Oh, wait, maybe I can. Let's see. Bear with me, guys. Just 1 second. Okay. These were so much fun to make, and a great use to get rid of your scraps and all of that. So I started with just a pick. I think they're a cupcake topper, and I gave her a fancy butterfly instead of a ribbon on her little ear. Then around her neck is a little bow. I gave her a fuzzy pom-pom tail. This is a flower I just punched out and then cut one of those foam balls in half. This is one of those Hobby Lobby flowers that I just put that gold stuff on. What else? The Hobby Lobby trim that I always cut in half to make the scale better. This is some Dollar Tree, they always have it. I just cut a little piece off to give it, like for my leaves. This is a sequin with a flat back. Oh, I love this look. When you put the hollow behind your wording, it just makes it pop. And I'm so sick of that word pop, sorry. I had another handmade flower I made on a glittered flag. And these are the cake toppers. They just look like this when you get them. And I just made mine look like that. But anyway, so that was just a something she can put in her book. She's a planner girl, if I didn't say that before. You all know how I like to make my rainbows embellishments out of the, what do you call it, pipe cleaners. And then just another cluster, sequin cluster. And then these are some plain. I challenged myself to do clean and simple on this. So I didn't fancy out the butterflies. I could have went ham on them. I could have made them, anyway, woulda, shoulda, coulda. But I tried to restrain myself. And then this is just a little small gift from Hobby Lobby. It matched so perfectly. And every time we talk, it's just happiness. So I thought it's a pin, and I thought that was applicable. And then I made her a little sequin mix. I got some butterflies that I cut out on my Cricut. And I used that Hobby Lobby chenille yarn to make a bow. Just a Hobby Lobby flower, 2 Hobby Lobby flowers, 2 different kinds. Just tied it to there, and that's her sequin mix. I'm tired of talking. You're probably tired of listening. I appreciate your time and watching. If you'd be so kind as to give me a like, I would appreciate it. And please subscribe if you're not. Have a wonderful life. Until next time, Gail out.